These are the things I realized immediately I turned 35. I'm currently 36 plus at the moment. I realized that sleeping in the dark is more relaxing. So at every chance I get, I'd want to sleep in the dark. As much as I still fight with that, I no longer had energy to argue, especially with people that don't matter. Everything you say is correct. Before you see me arguing with you about something, know that you matter to me and that I just want to catch cruise. Number 3, posture changes. I woke up and realized that I don't just sleep in anyhow position. I'm conscious of how I sleep, or else wake up with leaks. Number 4, my teeth started feeling dirty. In as much as younger me had tooth sensitivity issues. Number 5, my face became very coarse, unlike my younger face that was very smooth. And this prompted me to searching for the right facials to make my face return back to what it used to be. Number 6, my body became very selective of body cream and soap. When I was younger, I could use washing soap, the one you know that has strong soda in it. I could use all types of soap. Immediately I turned 35. Why am I pinning it on 35? Because over the past few months, I realized that was when it started. My body became very selective of body cream, soap, so I started searching for the appropriate one for myself. I guess aging starts from then. 35 actually felt like puberty to me, because when I got into puberty, I didn't have most skin changes. My skin was smooth, so as much as the peer pressure is not there, I understand myself better. I also became very much concerned about my social life. Earlier, I'd love to be by myself. I was so comfortable not going out, not hanging out with people regularly. I just wanted to dress up more, hang out with friends, relax, socialize. There's this life it gives. I'm a loud person, but I would rather be by myself. I realized that my eyes dry out. It's as if the water that sustains my eye are all dried out. I wouldn't know why. I'm thinking that my body is undergoing aging changes. The body that I thought I knew is no more the body that I'm in right now. A lot of things have changed. I started considering jewelry. The younger me, I did not care. In as much as I'm not a necklace person, as you can see, my neck is bare. Even with the open chest that I'm wearing, I've started considering them. Recently, I just got me some earrings from a thrift store. Quality earrings, like the one I wore at the beginning of this video. Another one is that I learned how to detach myself from people. It was really a tough one for me. For instance, my former manager, Christy, when she left, in fact, she told me more than a year, the specific time that she was going to leave. I didn't want it to come, but growing up has taught me to accommodate people leaving me. It was so difficult. The background information, she was with me for 4 years before she got married and moved away from here. A whole lot of other people left after my manager, and learning to detach myself helped me a lot to adapt with their departure. I also learned not to force things. When things are not working out the way I want it, I go gentle. In everything I do in life, when you force things, they get worse. I try to go gentle. I don't know how else I'm going to expand this. I hope you really get me. I also learned not to regret my past, forgive myself, because I acted in limited knowledge. And because I know better right now, I should actually forgive myself for whatever mistakes I made in the past. I should not regret the opportunities I missed in the past, because it's going to make me dwell in it and not even forge ahead. Second chances are usually to finish you off. Give second chances at your own peril. Even if you want to give someone a second chance, wear your carefulness cloak. I'm saying this because I've experienced a lot of rubbish that happened after second chances. If you must give second chances, do that from a distance. It does not mean you've not forgiven them. It means you're being careful not to be harmed by them. You may forgive someone, but not bring them close. They should stay as far away from you as possible. Another lesson I learned was to stop projecting my good heart to people. See, a lot of people with good heart assume that every other person in this life has good heart like them. You should be careful, because some people actually teach the devil wickedness. That as an ada that was raised to take charge of our younger ones, that I have to learn to allow people make decisions for themselves as adults. I can only advise. That was a very tough one for me, because anytime my parents left the house, they always told me that I was the mom, so I took charge. So it was a very tough one for me to actually adjust to. And I'm happy that I've been able to do that. I learned the hard way not to give unsolicited advice to people. I'll only give you an advice if you ask for it. That I must not bring anybody down to succeed. I have tried my best to get rid of my envy, at least 99.9%. The other 0.1% comes in as nature. We're human beings, and I quickly snap out of it if I find myself as such. So I'm usually genuinely happy for people that are successful. The sky can accommodate all of us in this world and even more. It's not only when someone fails that I can succeed. We can all succeed. I've confirmed that scammers mostly get to you when you've not worked on your greed. Outside teaching myself self-control, I have been able to work on my greed so that scammers cannot easily get to me. There is nothing like quick cash or massive gain. Any abnormal gain which is too good to be true is really too good to be true. If I can't explain or understand the modus operandi or anything is off about an investment, I take caution. I step back and I observe and put little, as small as 1% of my savings if I must. MMM, Fast Track, Chinmark, Ovayoza, they have reaffirmed that. I have learned that natural things are far better and safer than artificial things, especially when it comes to food. Then, for example, the new raving thing, bomb. That you get it the slow way via exercise, like enhance it to be close to what you have and better than going for surgery. My opinion, I am not condemning, in no way condemning any of those people that went to get theirs via surgery. Of course, it's their body, is what they want. I am saying the things that I have come to realize as a lady above 35. I also learned that life can happen to anyone. It's your attitude that counts. Learn to make it positive. I learned that if you eliminate shame, shyness from your life, you've learned to take the steering wheel of your life under your control. I learned that shame and fear are siblings, and that if I'm able to take control of me being afraid, that I am going to protect myself from scammers, especially those that come in the name of prophets. And my mantra is, he who is down fears no fall. Why should I be afraid of death if they prophesy to me that I'm going to die? Where life has taught me that slapping someone can actually make you a murderer, as little as that seems. Let me explain. You may slap someone that is about having a stroke. Maybe the person has had hypertension all their lives, and unfortunately that is the point where people are quarreling, and you slap the person and the person develops a stroke, falls down, and then dies on their way to the hospital. You're a murderer. So anything that involves physical violence, count me out, baby. I also learned that sometimes when they go low, you dig the ground, both of you will fall inside together. When people are looking for your trouble and you be acting mature, I am the mature one, I draw back. Sometimes these people keep pushing and pushing and pushing and wanting to go beyond their boundary. I taught myself that sometimes when they go low, go lower. If possible, dig the ground for both of you to enter. Other times, especially when it starts resulting to violence, run. It is in the house of the coward that they stay and be pointing at a hero that once was. Life has taught me that everything must not be perfect, that you can manage things and life and people with their imperfections, so far as the discomfort is less than 50%. For goodness sake, you are not perfect. Nobody can ever attain perfection. You can always work towards it. So you can endure, tolerate, that no human being is perfect, irrespective of age, gender, social status, or whatnot. There is one insecurity that makes the person afraid. So remember that when you stand before people and you want to cower before them. I learned to turn on my carefulness antenna whenever I'm being praised. when someone sets my greeting with "bless you." Those people are scammers on earth. I also learned to turn my carefulness antenna when someone says they're a pastor. I'm not here to condemn pastors, don't get me wrong, please. A lot of scammers use being a pastor to scam people. Summon all the carefulness, all the sense you have in your life at this point. You need them ASAP. They're about to rip you off. Don't allow them make decisions you regret when you are sober. Don't make decisions in a hurry. Take your time. Instead, you can tell the person, let me think about it. And finally, at this point, you can only make headway in your life in general if you can accept your family background. You are not the person that created yourself and put yourself in that family, but you are responsible for the family you create yourself. Thank you very much for being with me through the things that life has taught me as a lady over 35. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Till next time, see you.